as a quote-unquote house manager is just not a good place, in my opinion. But there's some people who feel like that's the best spot to be in and best for their career and best for their longevity in the sport and all that stuff. But if you're asking me if what Luke Rockhold said is accurate, yes, what he said is accurate. Excuse me. I know that probably pissed you off, Frank, but I couldn't help it.
Music's on your ears.
Adriano, hi Ariel, I'm a massive Seinfeld fan. Can you just mute this for one quick second? Hi Ariel, I'm a massive Seinfeld fan, so I always get a kick out of when you try to get the crew into it. Out of everyone you've worked with, I would assume you're Jerry, who is your George, who's your Elaine, and who's your Kramer. You can also add who would be your Newman. Appreciate everything you do. Congratulations on your win and return to a platform and stage where you are valued and belong. Wow, what a tough one. I don't know if I could do that. I would probably say Elaine would be New York Rick, right? Been around together the longest. You know, we've had our ups and our downs. But like, you know, ride or die, right? I would probably say Newman is Frank, right? I don't even know if any of you will even understand these references because none of you watch Seinfeld.
I mean, look, there's a difference between watching Seinfeld and like knowing all of the nuance to Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more in the first category.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen shows, episodes.
Okay. I don't know. George and Kramer.
I feel like a George.
You feel like a George? Alright, I'll give you George. Elaine will be New York Rick. I don't know if it's fair to say Connor's Kramer. Oh, I actually feel comfortable with that.
Makes sense.
Really? Yeah, you know, like Kramer's just like, he's always down for a good time. You're down to show up here, you're down to show up there, you know? I feel like that's accurate.
Burst into ruins unannounced, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
But this is assuming you were Jerry, right?
Who's George's dad?
My name's
This is Frank Costanzo. My Newman would probably be my arch nemesis, right? But I don't have any arch nemesis. I feel like I get along with everyone.
There's a guy on TikTok that's been like doing modernized versions of Seinfeld.
Have you seen my TikTok?
Oh, you have one?
Killing me these days.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Anyway, you should check it out because he does all the different parts. He does them pretty well, but it's like talking about modern things as if the show is still going on.
Oh wow.
Speaking of your TikTok, have you seen the Instagram account Ariel Helwani Every Day?
No.
It's a great account.
What are you talking about? Are they
It
mocking me?
no, it just posts the exact same picture of you every single day.
Why? How many followers? 1 million, 2 million?
I don't know if it has any. It just popped up.
How do you even know this?
It popped up on my follower
Wow.
recommendations. You
It's-
found it?
Yes.
I'm actually gonna follow
The
it.
same picture of Ariel Hawani every day. I'm following you right now.
Just went from 4 followers
To 5. Oh wait. We just followed it at the exact same time, so there's actually 6 followers right now.
to 6 followers. I mean, it's a great account.
Shout out to Albert, Entity, Jessica Zarko, Harry Punch, Kemish, Connor Brooks, Ariel Hawani. Frank, you gonna follow it?
Yeah.
How do you even know such a thing? I know that's the last one. There we go. Shout out to Ariel Hawani every day. What? You couldn't have picked a better picture of me? Jeez. It's not one of my best, if I'm being honest. El Cubano. Hola Ariel. Happy 1-year anniversary. Quick and simple this week. If Paulo Costa misses weight again this weekend, how would you handle him moving forward if you were the UFC? Would you let Costa go or keep him or refuse to give him a bout in middleweight moving forward? I would strongly suggest that he moves to 205. Remember when they said they were going to move to 205? They were going to force him to go up? If he misses weight again, I feel like it's time. He's a character, he's entertaining, not so reliable, so I wouldn't necessarily get rid of him. But he's one of those guys where it feels like the end is going to come in a very dramatic way, and then he'll be fighting on some, you know, random card somewhere on some stream. I do think like 205 might behoove him. But we'll see what happens on Friday. Hopefully we don't get to that point and we won't be able to. Stefan, what's good? Or it could be Steven. You never know these days with the PH. What's good, Ariel? Looking at some potential non-title matchups in the welterweight division this week. I've seen rumors of a Wonderboy Kevin Holland fight for MSG November. I had a couple questions. How do you feel about this? Don't hate it. Is this another fight where Wonderboy could get dominated on the ground? With Kevin Holland? I don't think so. Or just be a more exciting performance where both are looking to put on a show? More the latter. Is Kevin Holland in need of a win over big names like this? Yes. If so, is Stephen Thompson the right choice to bolster his popularity and ranking? Sure. I like it. How much longer do you see Wonderboy competing? 1 or 2 more years? Could this be his last fight with the UFC? I think he signed a deal not that long ago. Depends on how it goes, but we're certainly reaching the end. There's no doubt about that. Matt in Montreal. Have you ever wanted to walk away from MMA/interviewing people? If so, what would you do? Yes, I thought about running my own promotion. I have long believed that I'm the best promoter in MMA and that I can run the business side of things better than anyone. No, I mean, obviously I've there's a few like bucket list things that I would like to do, and some I've had a chance to do. I got to do sideline reporting, got to do a whole bunch of stuff like host radio, be on SportsCenter, this and that. I would love just once, if I could put it out there, I would love to be a character on a pro wrestling show. I really think I could be like a really good heel manager. And once you know it, and go on and you feel like it all kind of flows perfectly. Would love that. That would be great. As far as like my actual job is concerned, no, I'm very happy interviewing people. I still really love it. Are there moments where, you get tired of something or you get a little annoyed about things or less? Yeah, sure, there's ups and downs, but I still feel very interested. I was like considering at one point, would I like doing this exact show, but for this sport or that sport? And I love the Aaron Jeffries of the world and the Rory McDonalds of the world, the Tom Aspinalls of the world. I love these characters, I love these stories. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The fights are great, they're entertaining, they're big, you look forward. The thing that keeps me interested, motivated, excited to be a part of this sport, if you will, covering it, doing this show, are the characters, are the fighters, are the personalities. I think that they're the best in all of sports. And so the fights are great, but it's the personalities and getting this type of connection with them, interaction with them, that's what makes me still love doing this all these years later. Steve Pitts, thanks for asking this. Hey Ariel, what do you make of Dana White admitting they should have re-signed Shane Burgos? He said, this was to Kevin Iole of Yahoo Sports, 100% mistakes were made, 100% big mistakes were made over here. In the past, Dana has said he wishes the best for the fighter, doesn't really comment about wishing they re-signed the fighter. Dana was more involved, like in the past. So you think he gets to deal with Shane? Thanks and have a great day. Thank you for that great question, Steve. What a fascinating, there was a lot in that interview that, we can talk about, and I don't know if anyone else is going to ask about any other parts, but as far as the Shane Burgos comment, to me, it was fascinating for multiple reasons. Number one, here you have, this is akin to the owner of, let's say, an NBA team, and let's say a big free agent walks away. Let's say RJ Barrett walks away and goes to sign with the Chicago Bulls, and all of a sudden James Dolan is doing an interview. He wouldn't do an interview, but just stick with me here. And he's like, he's talking to the New York Post. He's like, yeah, we messed up. We should have signed him. I don't know what happened there. We messed up. That was a huge mistake. I wish him the best, but man, we effed up. Completely throwing his GM under the bus, right? The same thing just happened here. Instead, he was talking about the matchmakers, Sean Shelby and Hunter Campbell, who's general counsel of the UFC. That's exactly what was happening here. Now, I go back to what I've said about the business. I don't know what's going on in my throat. Over the last year, he's not as involved as you all think he is. And so, with the Dana White of 2009, I've said this, no. Would this have happened under his watch? No. But when you're throwing 80 as opposed to 98 back in the day, these things are going to happen. And that's not me knocking him. It's just a fact. This is something he said. He literally said it himself, proving my point. Not as involved, not as, invested, doesn't have his foot in the butt because he won. Because he got the big bucks. Because he made it. He succeeded. He won. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. This is exhibit 200 of what I've been saying. It's an amazing thing. If I'm Shane Burgos, I'm like, wow, I feel great. I'm getting these types of comments. They just saying that we messed up and we didn't sign them. There's no hard feeling. I'm getting paid in PFL way more than I would have gotten in the UFC. What a win-win for me. Incredible. But this is just another example. And I don't think that this is the type of comment that would break through into like the general sports. But if an owner said this about his GM, who just let a free agent walk away, it's an incredible statement. It's an absolutely incredible statement. It would very rarely happen. I know it may have happened once or twice, maybe a Jerry Jones comment here or there. Jerry Jones works as the GM, but someone may have said in the past, you don't hear it often. Everyone is in sync, everyone knows what's going on. And of course, you're talking about 400 versus 15 or 53 or whatever the case is. You never heard Danny say something like this before. So yeah, I do think he was more involved in knowing about this. And I do think this is an example of him being less involved. Him not knowing about this, or him saying that mistakes were made, or him saying that we should have, done X, Y, and Z, is an indication, an admission that he is less involved. He's not getting involved. Like, they didn't talk. Even Shane himself said it. He didn't talk to him on the way out. Now, I know there are people out there who are just like full on, you can't say anything critical, anything negative. It was like, this is Ariel hating again. No, this is Ariel telling you the truth. This is Ariel telling you what the vast majority of the other people covering the sport who want to, get a pat on the back in their great little Zoom interview with Dana White, who won't tell you because they're afraid to tell you this. This is the people who will sit there and let him tell you stuff that are blatant lies, and you know are lies, and he'll be like, oh, these fights are gonna be bangers, boss. Boss, these fights are gonna be so great. Well, these fights are right, boss. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not being a hater. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes the truth is great. 98% of the time, it's can't wait for Leon. Can't wait for this. Can't wait for that. But then 2% of the time, it's like, hey, getting it on the pulse. Throwing 80, not 98. I'm sorry. One day you may say the same about me. Certainly not now. Not now. But one day you may say, and I'll have to live with it. How's it going, Ariel? I work in the world of advertising / marketing sales where organization and planning is important when it comes to the day-to-day part of my job. I've been watching you for over a decade and I've always wanted to know how you plan and organize your days. I'm sure it has changed plenty over the years with your growth. What is going on, Frank?
Why are you playing?
I just want to know if you had any insight as to what is going on. Alright, how's it going, Ariel? I work in the world of blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it has changed plenty over the years with the growth of your brand. But what does Monday, Sunday look like in the world of Ariel? Congrats on 1 year of independent Milwaukee, and thanks for all the content per usual. Monday, Sunday. Monday, wake up, try to go for a little run in the morning. Monday is when my wife takes my kids to school. If you must know, all of the show. Then I come here, do the show. We usually get here around 11:30. We do the show 1 to 5:30. Then I'm very tired afterwards, go home, have dinner, sit around, and start planning for Wednesday. Tuesday, I will usually, these days I've been doing Tuesday, Thursday at 10:20 a.m. my workouts with my trainer. We've been doing a lot of stuff. I don't want to show you guys the biceps just yet, but like, things are happening. Okay, I don't know if you know this. Things are happening here. Okay. Even GP gave me the old FaceTime call yesterday. Tell them the state that I was in. Go ahead, tell them.
Yeah, when you were on the phone, you knew that you were having some sort of health problem, stroke.
Come on.
One of his eyes was closed and his mouth was all puckered up, and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Okay, so it's funny that you say that about the eye. That's always been a thing because one eye can't see far, the other one can't see close. So when I'm not wearing my glasses, I actually usually like look at people with one eye open, one eye closed, and people think it's weird. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't related to the workout.
It wasn't related to the workout, but I was like sweaty, red, you know, just kind of taking it all in. Had a good workout. We were doing some combos, NBD, okay? So then I'll do that. Then I'll usually do an interview for the YouTube channel on Tuesday afternoon. Yesterday I spoke to Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
That is going to be out tonight, so stay tuned for that. That's a lot of fun. Prep for Wednesday's show, book the guests, reach out to them, remind them, send them the Zoom link, send the rundown, you know, catch up on anything that I may have missed as far as their career is concerned. This past year I was doing a lot of writing on Tuesdays, break from that, hang out with the kids, play sports, play soccer. My kids are into baseball these days, so that's a lot of fun. Very into soccer. We went to a sports card store yesterday. We bought some soccer cards. That was fun. We went out to eat. That was a lot of fun. Wednesday, same thing as Monday. Try to run in the morning. Come here, do the show. Really tired. I've said this to the guys over there. Wednesday at around like 6 o'clock, probably my favorite time of the whole week, because now I'm like, oh, 2 shows, all right, cool. Thursday, do the workout again. Do my other show. Either on Thursday or Friday. Friday is kind of like the easiest day of the week. Do some of my other content, which I can't speak about here, and Saturday obviously the fight, post show, then come back Monday. So yeah, I mean, there's really no true day. Even Sunday, I'm preparing for the Monday show, book the guests, all that stuff. So there's no day where I feel like the brain is completely shut off. But I feel like the least stressful days are like Wednesday night and Thursday. Because I don't, like starting Friday, I start to worry about booking the guest. I will say it till the day I'm done. The booking of the guests is the most stressful part. Are they going to be on time? Can I do this? Can I get this name? Can I get that name? Can I, you know, like that's the most stressful part by far of my entire week of anything that I do. And yeah, I feel like it all kind of fits nicely. It's a nice little puzzle. I feel good about things. Jamal 2020, French fries. What's the best style? Personally, I'm a waffle fries guy. If I'm feeling fancy, I may go for the shoestring variety. Jason's probably a steak fries guy because he's from the South, and nobody better mention onion rings. This is a note from Louis. Jamal is slowly becoming the resident food question provider of On the Nose. I'm here for it. All right, GC, what kind of fry guy are you?
Steak fries are my least favorite.
Wow.
Actually, I like it to be more crispy, you know, more fried. Steak fries, you're getting that ton of potato in there.
Yeah.
Love waffle fries. Grew up on Chick-fil-A my whole life. Love waffle fries. Shoestring fries. Love onion rings. He said don't mention onion rings. I love onion rings.
Really? So onion rings, there's a place in Canada, in Montreal called Harvey's. They had incredible onion rings, and I hate onions, by the way. Can you say that?
I was saying, oh, it's not good. Little zesty sauce on the side.
I mean, they're pretty damn good on their own. Yeah, you know, I like, by the way, you know, it's a huge thing for me. A huge thing for me are, like, you'll get now the frozen fries, put them in the air fryer. Fantastic.
All-time move.
Have you tried? I don't put anything. I don't put oil. I don't put.
Yeah, you just drop them in.
Drop them in, press French fries, and 20 minutes later, it's like you just went to McDonald's.
Rick says sweet potato. Sweet potato's alright.
I don't mind sweet potatoes. I was introduced to sweet potato fries, especially with kids. You know, you try to keep it a little healthier for them, but you keep it.
We like the shoestring.
You like shoestring?
Couple of nice dipping sauces.
Why shoestring? I just like the, you know, like the standard golden.
Yeah, like a McDonald's fry.
Yeah.
A ton of hate for this. Arby's curly fries.
Wow, I like all those crazy ones. What about you, Frank?
Love them.
Like wedges.
Wedges.
With
Oh, that's like steak
let's
fries.
ask
So
Frank
much
what he
potato
thinks and
going
then
on.
just crap all over it.
You're kidding me right now. Really?
Like wedges with malt vinegar, salt, pepper,
Wow.
lots of pepper.
With you on the white vinegar, great addition to fries.
You know all the way.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Wedges.
In-N-Out fries are also good though.
In-N-Out fries. No! I actually find that In-N-Out
Once again,
fries.
I'm stating an opinion.
Listen, In-N-Out fries taste like styrofoam. I actually feel like that's the worst
So,
part of
okay,
it.
you don't like onions. So what are you doing at In-N-Out anyway?
Why not? I can have In-N-Out without onions.
You ever done In-N-Out animal style fries?
Yeah,
Onions in them.
I've heard about this.
You don't like onions?
Don't like onions.
This explains a lot.
makes me want to. By the way, Luke Rockhold is at the media day right now. I think someone was telling Luke to get to the media day. That's who that was. Did you guys get a look behind that?
No, but he stayed connected with him, us in his pocket for a few minutes.
Did you hear anything?
No.
Oh wow,
But yeah, he was still on Zoom for a while.
that is.
If we hadn't disconnected, we might still be in his pocket at the.
Oh wow! Actually, that would have been amazing if he would stream the media day from his perspective on the show.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just throwing MMA out.
Yeah. Ariel, you got a question? Oh my, what a move that would have been, right? By the way, could we just talk about like the balls that it takes to speak that way as you are a UFC fighter on a pay-per-view? Like, he's literally saying, "Shut up, Dana." It takes chutzpah. No?
I agree, he's got a ton of confidence too.
What a guy.
Man.
Anyway, good fry talk. Ahmed, hi Ariel. Which of these names will become champion first? Shavkat, Hamza, O'Malley. Hamza. What do you say, GC?
Hamza for sure, based on his position. I think he gets a title shot after this night.
He's the closest one, right?
Yeah.
Although O'Malley, if he beats Jan, pretty damn close.
For sure, but I think it's Hamza.
Christian, love the DJ interview. I've missed that man so much. My questions are, how much do you think his departure from the UFC had a direct correlation to the success of the division recently? Maybe a little more parity, but remember, he wasn't the champ. So the same thing could have happened, right? So who knows, blah, blah, blah. Or was it always heading in the direction regardless? I think yes, to the latter. How do you think he stacks up against the elite of the division at this point in his career? He doesn't love cutting that weight as much. You know, at 1, he doesn't cut to 25, he cuts to 35. But by the way, one thing that I regret not asking him about, we ran out of time, was just like the state of the division now. It's amazing, right? With Moreno and Figueiredo and Kaikar France and Askarov and the Matt Schnells of the world, Mateus Nicolau. I mean, there's a lot of guys, so way more options than he had when he was champ. Putting aside his contract with 1, does anyone benefit from a DJ return to the UFC? He ain't coming back. I'd be shocked. Jose Massa, as a European, I don't understand professional wrestling. I get that kids watch it, but as an adult man watching a soap opera with fake fighting is beyond me. Are we doing this right now? Could you explain what is the attraction, and if I should watch one fight, what would it be? Are we really doing this right now? Really? The soap opera with fake fighting. You realize that you can say the exact same thing about any movie. I'm assuming, Jose Massa, that you are a movie fan, a TV show fan, I don't know, a fan of books, novel, like all of this is quote unquote soap opera, fake fighting. Like you say the same about Spider-Man, you say the same about Superman, about Batman. It's all the same. Now, I try to think about what people who say these sort of things, like where they're coming from. And is it because it's in front of a live audience that throws you off? I recognize what pro wrestling is. I recognize that it is scripted, that they know who is going to win the matches. However, the part that I can't come to terms with is not recognizing the incredible athleticism that it takes to be successful in this. The incredible toll that it takes on their bodies when they're like those rings are not fluffy, they are not soft, it's pretty much plywood. They are incredible athletes. I find it very entertaining. By the way, knowing very well that it is quote unquote fake fighting soap opera stuff, who cares? That's the part that I can't get over. Who cares? You like TV shows, you like movies, you like comic books, you like novels. Those are all quote unquote fake as well. Why doesn't the same thought process apply here? I don't get that. And to me, what got me into MMA was pro wrestling. Because when I was a kid, I thought it was real. I loved the idea of this guy versus this guy. And when you can have fun in life and suspend disbelief just a little bit, and you can say to yourself, you know what? I'm gonna just put my feet up, kick back, and see who's the better athlete here. How is this gonna go? How are they gonna write this? Where are they gonna go from here? Yes, men and women of all shapes and sizes, of all ages, love soap operas. They've been around for hundreds of years in all different kinds of forms. Why? Because people love stories, they love drama, they love conflict, they love all this type of stuff. And in the world of pro wrestling, they have figured out that bring all those elements, plus showmanship, plus athleticism, plus conflict, conflict, like this guy is actually going to fight this guy. This is fun. I don't understand why people are so A, offended by this, and B, why they just can't get it. Do you not appreciate the circus? Do you not appreciate theater? None of these things are quote unquote real, right? They're all doing incredible things that you and I, regular Joes and Schmoes, can't do. Why can't you appreciate that? Why can't you appreciate that but also recognize, oh, it's good, but then also enjoy boxing and MMA? I've never quite understood this. It's really amazing to me that I still get these comments. Like these athletes, the best wrestlers in the world,